Hi. I'm about to do something that I hope you guys think is really fun. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get bored at home. And so when I get bored, I start looking around the house for things that I can make. And I thought it might be fun to make something with some objects that you probably have at home. And I'm talking about these guys. Um, I've I've been saving the toilet paper and paper towel rolls that I've been using because I knew that there would be something I would want to make. Now, if you have not saved yours and you don't have any lying around, you can make a tube. Another word for this tube is a cylinder. You can make a cylinder by rolling some paper and then just taping it along the edge, and you can form this shape. I'm going to make a few projects over the next few days with these cylinders or tubes. Today, what I want to do is make a marble run. Now, I also don't have a marble, but I found something that would work just as well. You just need any round object that's in the shape of a sphere. So I found a Christmas ornament in my garage that I didn't need anymore, and I just clipped off the top. Do you see that there's a hole there? And I tested it, and it's still round. It'll roll. That's what you want. You just want something that's round enough to roll. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make a structure. Now, a structure is just a planned body that we are going to use to allow this marble to go from one place to another. Well, in my case, it's the Christmas ornament, but I might just call that a marble, or I may call it a sphere. A sphere is any round object. I'm going to create my structure using these Legos. Now, you may have Legos at home. If you don't have Legos, you can stack up books or some shoes. Basically, what we're going to do is create a structure. Now, a structure is, like I said before, something that you plan, like a building. And the structure is going to be different heights so that we can use these tubes as kind of like a tunnel for the ball to travel down, okay? And in order for it to travel down, we need to have one side of the structure higher than the other. So you're gonna watch me do that with the Legos, and we're gonna see how this turns out. I don't really have any idea. I'm sitting here in the floor of my living room. My dog Diego is over there resting on the couch. See that sleepyhead? And we are going to build a Christmas ornament run structure. Okay, so if you're getting your parents involved in this, maybe ask them to help you gather your supplies so that you're not just, grabbing books and shoes and piling them up. Also, they might not want you to do what I just did. I just spilled a bunch of Legos out on the floor. They might want you to just take a few out at a time to build your structure. Okay, so let's see. I've got these here, and what I imagine I'm going to do is make a tower. Now, a tower is just a tall, narrow structure, kind of like you've seen the Eiffel Tower in Paris. If you haven't, you can Google this when you're done. Also, the Washington Monument is a tower. You can actually Google that as well. It's just a tall, narrow structure. Sometimes you can climb inside of them. I actually got these Legos from my niece. She's 3 years old. She didn't want them anymore, so I took them. All right, I wonder if that's high enough for the first side. Now I'm going to use these. And what I'm trying to do is create support for my structure. Now, support just means something to hold it. You don't want this to fall apart. I'm imagining that this is going to look a little bit like a roller coaster, and the toilet paper tubes will be the track. Let's see. Guess I can use that one. I don't want to make this one too tall because I don't want it to be taller than this one. Although I might go back and make that one taller depending on how many Legos I have left. Now, when you're at home doing this, you probably have a lot more time than I do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make this taller. I have enough. Let's see. Get a green one. Now, I'm imagining that when I have this all set up, the fact that this is taller and this is shorter, and then there's going to be a shorter one on the bottom, is going to create a slant. A slant is when you have something going down at a decline. When this Christmas ornament rolls, it's going to be following it's going to get pulled because of gravity down the slant. So when you're working on this at home, you may want to experiment about what happens when you make these towers different heights. So let's see, let me keep building. Let's see. Let's try making this one a little bit taller, because I think if I make the first tower tall, that marble will go pretty fast. I keep calling it a marble, but it's a sphere. Okay. Great. Now, you can see my first tower is up here. It's almost reaching my coffee table. My second tower is shorter. Can you see the difference? And now I'm going to start on my third. Problem is that I've got these skinny Legos, and if the structure is too narrow, it will tip over. You want to make sure that your structure has a wide enough base. A base is the bottom level. So think about the word basement. The basement is the bottom level of a building or a house, and the rest of the house sits on top of the basement. And you want that to be built really strong, or else everything will come falling down. So in order to make my base stronger, what I'm going to do, I have this tape, and I'm just going to tape this together down at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Maybe some more tape. There we go. Now it'll stand. Let me pull this back so you can see. Now it'll stand. So here's my third structure. I wonder if I need a fourth one. let me think. If I make the fourth one, it really only has to be like that. And then I'll tape it together. You can make as many structures as you want to make this ramp as long as you want it to go. Uh-oh, tape is starting to shred. Alrighty. Let's make sure I can get this together. Okay, so I have the skeletons of this structure together. I'm gonna push my Legos out of the way. If I don't need those, I will definitely clean them up. My next step is to attach my ramp to my structure here. And I'm going to use this tape. Hopefully, I mean, any tape that you have at home will be fine. This is packing tape that I have left over from moving because I moved over Christmas vacation. All right. You know what I think? I think I might want to cut the top of this, or no, I'll leave it. I'm just going to tape it onto the inside like that. And then I'm going to tape this one. Tape that one onto here. You know, the worst thing that could happen right now is if I can't find the beginning of this tape. I hate when that happens. Don't do that at home. Don't use your teeth. Okay. Let's begin. Okay. We're about ready to tape the next part. Now, I think I want to see this marble move, so I'm going to cut this part using a scissor. Be very careful if you're doing this at home. So now I've made two, so I can make it longer. And I'm going to attach, maybe I want to make it curve like this. So I'm going to stick, I'll get back to you later. See, my structure was not strong enough. So I need to make sure I tape that down properly. Okay. That might work. If I find that I need more support here, I'll build another tower. Just want to make sure that this is okay. All right. connecting pieces. I can turn this over so you can see what it looks like from the side. This will be the start of my ball run. And let's keep going. I'm going to tape it. I might need to cut this one also. Okay. And I'm arranging this one so that it's a little bit in a curve because I'm trying to make my ball run curve a little bit. Again, this is an experiment. I have never tried this before, so you might watch this be an epic fail. Let's see. Kind of reminds me of a little water slide. So if you want to go ahead and use your action figures and slide them down here, that seems like it would be a lot of fun too. I don't have any action figures. Let's see. Put that right there. Alrighty. Okay, so just to provide some support, I'm going to make, I'll just lift this down. I'm going to make that last tower here just a few levels taller to provide some support. Whoa. See, this is what happens when you don't have solid structures. They fall apart. Here we go. Now there's enough support, and I think we're ready to test our ball run. Okay, there we go. So, this is the moment of truth, guys. I've done all of this work making my structure. I've created a slant so that gravity will work on this ball. And if I did this right, you're going to see this ball come out the other side. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, cool. Hold on. I'm going to go grab it, which means I need to walk over because it rolled pretty far. Where'd it go? All right. Wait, Diego, you have to give me a minute. I'm doing an experiment. All right. Sorry, we've got a dog here that wants some attention. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Do you hear that ball rolling away? Diego, sit down. So, I hope that you get to try something like this at home when you start to get bored. Okay, Diego, sit, please. Good boy. Good, you're such a good boy. If you don't have Legos, like I said, you can stack some books or anything that you might find that will create a stable structure at different heights so that you can make a slant, which will allow your ball to roll. All right. I'll see you back here later with a different project. I'm going to use these same toilet paper rolls to do something else. All right. Have fun at home. Bye.